Hello gamers and welcome back to Solo Spelunking. And today it is December 31st, the last day of the year, and I will of course close out the year with another video. But before we jump right back into the action, I would like to take a few moments for some end of the year thoughts regarding this channel. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you for your support and for your encouraging comments. And I started this channel at the end of October, so a little over 2 months ago, and right now I'm sitting at 400 subscribers, and I gotta tell you, I could not have been happier with how this channel develops, and this is also thanks to you. And so I would like to thank you for your support, and I'm really looking forward to 2024. And yeah, I still have a couple of ideas of things that I want to do on this channel, so I don't think there will be a shortage of content. There are so many games to play and so many stories to tell. So I'm excited to see how this channel will develop in 2024 and how this channel will grow. And I do not have any numbers for comparison, so I don't know if this channel is growing slow or quick or whatever, but I can just tell you from my personal impression, I'm very happy. And yeah, so I would like to thank all of you, and I hope that you have a great start into 2024, that you take this evening to celebrate with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. And in case you had a bad year 2023, I hope the next year will be better, and so that we can all start, of course, safe and healthy into 2024. So yeah, thanks again, and I'm looking forward to also seeing you next year, or at least talking to you, because you can't really see me, only my hands, except for if I do another live stream. But now I want to go right back into the action. We're still in the dungeon, in this old Eladrin sanctuary, where Nathan Wayne, here we have Nathan Wayne, the Harper, has to kill an undead wizard for the Woodsinger elves so that they can join in the fight against the Iron Circle. And we left off when I defeated a carrion crawler here in this hallway that was feasting on a dead body around this corner. And yeah, so I managed to defeat or to rout the carrion crawler. It escaped. So now I'm going to inspect this part of the dungeon, and I want to see if maybe this buddy has something that I can use to improvise a key or lockpick, because there's still a door here I need to open that I can't open at the moment because I don't have the right tools. So I will carefully approach this hallway, and this is what I determined last time, there were torch holders here. So while I'm making progress, I'm using my makeshift torch to light these torch holders so that I have some light. And I peek around this corner and I see, let's draw another card. Ah, interesting. All right. So I see, all right, so I show it to you. There's a hallway with 2 doors and a door ahead. This is a secret door and passage that I do not know about, so we'll see using or making some checks if I got the if I can discover this. So this is what I see. So this is also here where this delve ends. So let's put this like this, so that. So I'm just assuming, because it wouldn't make sense to just have torch holders here, so I'm assuming there are also torch holders in this part of the passageway. But now I will inspect this body here. Alright, so now I will ask, is it a human body? And I'll give it a 50-50% chance. If it's not human, it's goblin, because the Daggerberg goblins are in league with the undead wizard. This is determined by the adventure. So it's, is it a human? 50-50. 44. Yes, it is a human. So, and usually if I roll doubles on the Oracle roll by the Mythic GM emulator rules, this would be a random event. However, since I'm in this dungeon delve right now, in this constrained environment, I will not inject a random event now in this while I'm in this delve mode. So because here I got enough randomness because of the random dungeon and maybe wandering monsters. So I will just treat this as a yes. So it is a human body. So I'll inspect. Oh, let's look male or female. Even as female. It's a male body. I rolled a 3. So a male human body, a fellow adventurer, I suppose, is lying there dead. And a carrion crawler was feasting on its flesh. And you know what? Let me see if I can. I will determine the class. And this might give me a clue about the contents of gear and equipment that this body that he carries. So I'm rolling a 5. All right, a 5 is a cleric. All right, a cleric. So all right, so this actually makes sense because an undead wizard is terrorizing this area or living here, so it might make sense that a cleric maybe took it upon himself to rid this complex of this evil. So it's a dead human cleric. All right, so it would be great if it would have been a rogue or thief, so then the probability that he'll have thieves' tools or something would be high, but I mean, maybe he was more prepared than I while delving in this dungeon. So I'll give it a 50-50 chance that I find something useful that might help me open this door. So useful could be either indeed some form of thief tools or a crowbar or some other, like a file, anything you could maybe use to overcome a lock. So what the hell, I give it a 50-50. Might be slightly lower, but I assume this guy came into the dungeon prepared. He might have at least have a crowbar. So I'll give it a 50-50 chance. 0-2, and this is an exceptional yes. Because I said, like, I made up this, I don't go by the mythic table, I just assign the odds, but I said that the lowest 5% are always exceptional yes, and the highest 5 is exceptional no. So 0-2, so not only does he have a crowbar, he also has thieves' tools, and no, wait, you know what? It's an exceptional yes. He's got a crowbar and some, he's got a one-use skeleton key, a magic item, a one-use skeleton key that opens one lock, but then it sticks in the lock. So it's a one-use only magic item, a skeleton key that opens one lock. So, yeah, so this is what he has, and a crowbar. So I take it, I rule that the skeleton key, that it does not take up a slot, so it'll not fill up my inventory. It's just, I put it in one pouch of my adventurer's belt, never leave home without it. And what to do with a crowbar? This inventory management here is really, really tight, but this is what I think gives this delve another level of complexity of this inventory management. So and let's see, what can I leave behind? I got my shield strapped on my back. My short bow. Yeah, the short bow. So, oh, the short bow is actually 2 slots because it's bulky. All right, so what I will do is I leave my short bow with the dead body and take the crowbar instead. So my short bow, so I got 2 slots that I leave, and I got a crowbar 1 slot. So let me just make a total here. So I got a longsword. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly. So now I got 9 slots. I got my torches. Wait, I should have. No, 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8. That's correct. Yeah, 8 slots. I got 8 slots occupied. 2 slots I got left, and I got a crowbar and a skeleton key. So this is great. And I lit these torches here, and I will continue on because I can see these doors, and I want to, of course, inspect them. So I continue. And I will listen at these doors here. So I stay very quiet. I put my ear against the door, and I'm rolling an intelligence save to see if I can hear something. 6. So if there would be something in there, I would hear it. So but from the adventure, there's nothing there. Before I open this, I listen at the other door. No, I couldn't tell. So I don't hear anything, but I can't tell if there's really nothing there. And I walk up to this door. So this is, it states here, very hard lock. So this is also a locked door with a very hard lock. I listen. Can't hear anything. You know what? Actually, I should determine now. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense to listen if there's indeed nothing there, or maybe randomly spawn something. All right, let's just do this. So I listened at this door, and if I roll a 1, there's a wandering monster in there that I heard. No, so there's nothing there. And here I failed my check. Let's see if there's a wandering monster in there. No. Okay, so these rooms are indeed empty. And here I also failed the check. Let's see if there would be a monster in there. Wandering monster, roll of 1. No. So these rooms are actually empty, like it is stated on the card. So I try to open this this door, and it won't budge because it's locked. And the lock looks pretty sophisticated. And yeah, let's see if I know what the skeleton key is and what it does. Let's roll another intelligence check. Ah, damn, I failed. Because now, I mean, in the story, in the fiction, I mean, imagine you're a character in this hallway, you find a key on a dead body here, and there's a locked door here. And you don't know that this is a one-use magical key. Because obviously I haven't heard of skeleton keys yet. So I think it would be pretty likely that you would use this key that you found here on this door, assuming some sort of connection, not knowing that you are wasting this magic item that you probably rather would have used on another door. Because if you remember, this door, it had special markings on it, so this seems to be some sort of special part of the complex. But, you know, it's always give yourself a chance to fail. I mean, I gotta stay in character in the fiction, and this skeleton key thing, this is meta knowledge. My character, he has never encountered a skeleton key because I failed my intelligence check. So what the hell, I will just use the key to try. I mean, you would just try it out. So I put the key in there, and look at this. It opens the lock. However, as I try to get the key out, it sticks in. I can't get it out, so it's fused to the lock. Damn, this is a strange key. I can't get it out. What kind of trickery is this? All right, so let's see. All right, so here, yeah, we have some sort of chamber, and this is an altar. I ruled this is an altar, and there are coins in there. Maybe as a sacrifice or devotion to some god. It says 1d8 times 10 gold pieces. Let's see how much gold pieces I would find there. And then it says 1d8 times 100. I don't know if it's silver or copper pieces. I just ignore that. So 8 times 10, 80 gold pieces. All right, so I find a little bit of money there, 80 gold pieces. So I put them in my backpack, and I inspect the rest of the chamber, and there is no sign of an undead wizard. So now we have the secret passage here, but I only give this chamber a quick glance because I'm here for a specific purpose. I'm looking for the undead wizard, and obviously he is not in here, so I will not bother looking for secret doors or traps. So I just leave, but however, I will check these doors, passing them, and they are unlocked. So this seems like a storage room, and here we have a chest, and it has 3d6 gold pieces in it. So I roll 3d6 and find some more gold. So that's 7 gold pieces. All right, so I got 101 gold pieces. Okay, that's nice. So, but this part of the delve is over. So, yeah, so I backtrack. And now one of my improvised torches is about to run out, but I just take a regular torch from one of these torch holders that I just lit. And now I will check out this doorway right here. So let's see what lies ahead. Okay, let's attach it like this. Because, all right, so it's a hallway. And monsters, none, a death dog. All right, so I'm going with the undead theme here. So I'm going with the death dog. I assume this is some sort of hellhound or undead dog creature. So this is what I'm going with. And yeah, so. Oh, look, there's sounds also. Let's see what I hear. One is none, nothing. So it is all quiet, but in the dimly lit corridor, because there's some light falling into this corridor from this chamber, and of course I got this torch. I see the glowing eyes of a dog-like demonic creature. And as I enter, it approaches me and we enter combat. Alright, so I will refrain from drawing a battle map here. It's just a straightforward melee in a small passageway. So I'm just needing some stats, but let me get a fitting... Oh, you know what? I'm not going with the dog because I found a nice pawn here. I show it to you. This is called a Frightful Haunter. It's a demonic undead shadow. It looks pretty neat. So this is what I encounter there. So just for some visual representation, I put my pawns up here, so like this. But yeah, let's get some stats ready. So I just call it Demonic Shadow, this creature. It looks pretty scary. I'll give it a hit protection of 8. And it does not wear any armor, but because of it, I give it a damage reduction of 1 because of its ghostly, immaterial presence. And it deals 1d8 points of damage with a chilling, life-draining touch. And it's got a strength of, let's give it a strength of 12. Alright, so my hit protection is reset to 6. I got a torch in one hand, my blessed longsword in the other, and with grim determination I approach this creature and make a dexterity save to see if I can act in the first round of combat. And I cannot. Damn. Alright, so this creature, this demonic shadow, engulfs me in a dark and chilling cloud, and it just attacks with its chilling touch. Oh, but I'm lucky. 3 minus 2 damage reduction is 1, and 1 is 1, so I only lose 1 point of hit protection. So now I got my bearings and I attack using my blessed longsword and my frayed eye against this creature. Die, you demon! Go back to the hell where you came from! 7, that's good. 7 minus 1 is 6, so I take him down to 2 points of hit protection. But now this demonic creature retaliates. I will suck your life force out, mortal, the shadow says. And indeed deals 7 points of damage, minus 2 damage reduction. That's 5. That translates to 2 points. So my hit protection is at 3. Alright, so now my turn again. Longsword frayed eye. Be gone, demon! 1-1. Snake eyes. Alright, so I deal 0 damage. No. I mean, in Cairn, 1 round with 0 damage is never a good round. Because you can't really afford not to do any damage. Because you take damage every round. Alright, so, so the demonic shadow engulfs me. Oh no, 6 minus 2 is 4. That translates to 2. All right, so now I'm at 1 point of hit protection. I was complaining about this maybe being too powerful, but I still got my fate point. All right, but I'm not dead yet, and I still got hit protection left. So come on, be gone, creature, be gone. Please give me a good roll. All right, 5. That's 4. That is not a bad roll because 4 means I take down his hit protection and 2 points of his strength. So now he's at strength 10. All right, so now I'm a little bit in a tight spot here because I ruled that the undead creatures can take critical damage, so I can't deviate from that now, even though I would like to, because I can't really afford to take any more damage, but I gotta stick with it. I still got my fate point. So even though I dealt critical damage, this guy does not need to make a save because he's already undead. So unless I get his strength also to 0, he will continue attacking, and this is what he does. But if he only deals 1 point of damage now, I'm still... Oh, and then I'm at 0 hit protection, which means I get a scar and can trigger an hit protection advancement roll. Ha, this is good. 3 minus 2 is 1. And 1 is 1, so I'm at 0 hit protection now. So, this creature is really getting to me. I mark a scar, but I can only do this after combat. So, according to my heroic Cairn rules, it is like this. If I'm at 0 hit protection, I can roll 2d8 for my new hit protection value. And so it's not a scar in the classic Cairn sense, that it's actually a showstopper because it requires you to, I don't know, rest for a week because you got some serious injury. This does not fit my idea of a more heroic game. So, but since Cairn does not use levels, I will use this as an advancement roll for my hit protection to get tougher. The other things like my stats, they don't change. They stay as they are, but I will do this after combat when I reflect on the experience. So, and now it is my turn. So now I need a good roll to hopefully kill this guy, but I can't deal 10 damage, so this is ridiculous. But 8, yeah, 8 is good. So that's 7. So this is 3 points of strength left. 3 points. Ooh. All right, so but still, now I will take damage again. I can't help it, but I'm pretty confident. I got strength 14, and still I got my fate point. Alrighty, so it attacks with this life-draining 4. It's not too bad. That's 2. That translates to 1. So now I'm taking my first point of critical damage. So my strength is at 13. And I need to make a save. And now please, I got a good chance. I got to roll 13 or below. Please. Otherwise, I use my fate point. So I am still safe, but my fate point is a one-in-a-lifetime resource. Come on. Yes, a 4. Ha 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 ha, a 4. So I stay in the fight. I do not need my fate point. And now, come on, I gotta deal 3 points of damage to dispel this evil creature. Yes, 6. Minus 1 is 5, and this is it. So, So I came close to death. I felt this life-sucking touch on my very life energy, on my soul, but I was able, thanks to my blessed longsword, to dispel this evil creature. So with an agonizing screech and scream, it is vanquished. Yeah. But I'm pretty exhausted. So I take a moment. lean against the wall, reflect on the experience, take a zip out of my water skin, and now I do my 2d8 advancement roll to hopefully increase my hit protection. So if I roll lower than what I actually have, I keep my value, and if I roll higher, that'll be my new value, but it will never go over 16, so 2d8, and as higher it is, the more difficult it is to increase it even further because of the bell curve. So let's see, 9. All right, so I had 6, now I have 9. So I improved my hit protection by 3 points. That is good. Every point counts. So my hit protection, my new hit protection is 9, and my current hit protection. So, ooh. And I suffered a scar. So I will. It's more a physical, psychological scar because of this experience of being engulfed in a demonic mist and feeling this demonic touch on my soul. It'll probably give me nightmares for weeks and years to come. So this is how I will translate this scar in the fiction. All right, so I need a therapist, but no time for this now. I gotta check this corner here. So let's draw another card. All right, and also this seems like an end delve. So there's a hard lock, but where? On this chest. Let's see, magic pool. A hard lock. Okay, so this is the card. So it's a dead end. So the delve will also end here. And there's some. Oops. So it says hard lock here, and there's an arrow. I think this is a chest, but it does not state anything about the contents. It's just a hard lock. And there's a magic pool here with an effect. And all right, so yeah, I will attach this card. So I approach. So let's just assume, because this is a big hallway, and there are also torch holders here. It would make sense. So while I was walking, I lit the torches, and I got one torch that I took from here. So yeah, I peek around this corner. I see this narrow hallway. So the hallway, it shrinks a little. I see a door here, and I just listen real quick at the door, make an intelligence check, save. I fail, so I don't hear anything. Let's see if there's something in there. No. So I open the door, and I see this chamber. There's a bedroll here on the floor, some garbage and stuff. I don't know, maybe the chamber of some servant or alcoholic or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I just give it a quick glance and continue. Whoop. Listen at this door. I just roll the wandering monster with the intelligence save, so a 1 means there's a wandering monster in there. No, but I also hear nothing. So I enter. Give it a quick check. So there's a hard lock here. I try to open it with my crowbar using strength. So I'm making a strength save. Usually, because I got the crowbar, I would give myself advantage, but since it's a hard lock, I also have disadvantage, so this cancels each other out. So with my crowbar, I might have a chance with a strength check. It is a very solid chest to open it. 11, yes, so I got the crowbar in, and grit my teeth, take all my strength, and force the chest open. Alright, so let's just rule. It's 1d8 times 10 gold pieces in there. Because it had a hard lock, there gotta be something in there. I said 1d8 times 10, 70 gold pieces. Alright, so that's nice. So I take those. And then I continue. Listen at this door. Do I hear anything? I roll my wandering. No monster, but I wouldn't hear it anyways because I failed. I just open. Alright, so there's a large chamber and it is illuminated by some sort of magical light. This is I rule because it's a magical pool in there, and I see a shimmering pool of water in the ground on the floor. So let's give it a roll what this pool would do if I would drink from it. I'm not sure if I will do this. It's a 3. So a 3 would be no noticeable effect. DM decides. Alright. So now let's just assume in character, would you, I mean, if you're in a dungeon, you just fought a demon, you see a glowing pool on the ground, would you just take a zip out of it? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, if you had some sort of mage that could, I don't know, cast a detect magic spell or anything, maybe, but I'm not in the mood for that. So I will not try this this pool. So now I've explored all this, and only this door is left. And it also makes sense because there were these markings. So now I will just backtrack my progress back to this door. And now I do have my crowbar. And yeah. You know, I'm in a little dilemma here now, because as a player, I know that the big villain is in here. And there's a hard lock, and I got a crowbar. But if I can't get this door open, I mean, the adventure would come to a halt. Because obviously, well, not to a halt, then I need to get back to the elves, tell them I explored everything, didn't find this guy, there's a door I can't open, so maybe they sent somebody with me. So always give yourself a chance to fail. I will try to get this door open, even though it's a hard lock. I will grant myself advantage just for story's sake. But if I fail, I fail, and then I gotta backtrack to the elves and tell them, yeah, I need support. So I really hope that I get this door open, because this would be a nice cinematic ending for the year. But the dice are the dice, and I'm playing a game and not telling a story. So, yes, a 7. Haha. Alright, so I get this crowbar in and open the door, and it opens. And let me show you a picture. I think there's a picture here of this undead wizard guy. Just one moment. I think I saw some here. Exactly. So this is Ysard the skeletal mage. This is the creature that I need to defeat, the evil that has crept in here. Alright, Ysard the skeletal mage. So let's look at his stats here to get some form of idea how to translate him into Cairn standards. Ysard's lair, skeletal mage. Okay, let's see. Icy dart, necrotic burst. Okay. Icy dart. Okay. Good. So, yeah, this is Ysard, the undead skeletal mage in there. Let me see if I find a suitable miniature, but I don't want to search for too long now. But yeah, just so it's not really fitting, but because it's not an undead mage, but nevertheless it's a cool mage miniature or pawn. But I mean, it can as well be undead, you can't really tell. So imagine, you all know Masters of the Universe, maybe not. Emergent Skeletor. So here, this is a skeletal face covered in a hood and black robes and fiery glow in the hands. And yeah, so I just put him up here. So I'm also not going to draw a battle mat because I mean, it's a square chamber and there will probably not be much movement. I mean, I left my short bow, so I gotta engage him in melee anyways. So we can just assume that I can reach him, that he can get away, then I can move up again. So we will just do the combat. And let me just get some stats ready. So that's Ysard. So this is it. This is the climatic battle of this part. So Ysard, the undead mage. So I give him a hit protection. So it says there it's level 6, but in elite I give him a hit protection of 9. And his strength was 12. Strength of 12. His damage reduction, he cast some equivalent to mage armor to prepare, or maybe he's got always prepared. I give him a damage reduction of 2 for his mage armor. So we got his hit points, his strength, his damage reduction, or his hit protection, and he deals 1d8 plus 1d6 damage. It's some sort of arcane damage, doesn't really matter what exactly. And let's do I want to give him something special? No, I think this will be tough enough, because he also does not need to make a critical damage save, because he's also an undead mage. Yeah, so I open up this door and I encounter a chamber where this mage, he holds a large tome in his hand and is studying, and let's assume there are shelves here which are not on the card, and he's studying some arcane tome. And as I enter, he turns towards me and I can see his skeletal face underneath this hooded robe, and with an icy, chilly voice he addresses me. Ah, another victim, another subject for my experiments. Welcome. Why don't you stay a while? Why don't you stay forever? Ha 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 ha! And then he wants to unleash a ball of fire. Let's see if I can act first. Make a dexterity save. Yes, I can. So he stretches out his hand. I rolled a 2, but I duck and in a hook-like motion, I dash forward, dodge this attack, and slash at him with my longsword. It hit my frayed eye. Oh, and 6 minus 2 damage reduction is 4, so he is at 5 points of hit protection. You infidel creature, die! So he's got 1d8 plus 1d6. And he deals 5 points. Minus 2, that's 3. That translates to 1 point. So my hit protection is at 8. Yeah, I managed to avoid his grasp. And again, I attack. Oh, this is good. 8 points. Minus 2, that's 6. That takes his hit protection to 0 and 1 point of strength damage, but he does not need to make saves, so he's got a strength 11. And he looks not amused. I will make your death even more painful than I intended to for this, he says. And he rolls and deals 6. Minus 2 is 4. That's 2 points. I'm at 6 hit protection. All right. So, thank God I triggered this advancement roll, so I retaliate. And again, a no damage round. 1-1. Ha 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 ha! He laughs at me. And deals 6 points of damage. Minus 2 damage reduction is 4. That translates to 2. I'm at 4 hit protection. Now I really get my game together here. Grit my teeth. Take a sidestep and attack. Oh yeah, 8. 8. This is great. That's 6. So that takes him to 5 strength. I managed to land a decisive blow. Ysard stumbles backwards. But then again, deals 6 minus 4, 2 points. I'm at 2 hit protection. So now I need to get my bearings and attack. 3 minus 2 is 1. He's at 4 hit protection. Strength. At 4 strength. Still in the game. Still undead and kicking. Infidel, die! 8 points. Minus 2 is 6. That translates to 2 points. Oh no! Oh no. I'm at 0 hit protection. This triggers another scar, but only after the encounter. And now it's my turn. Alright, thank God. So 4 points. I need us to do 6 points of damage. Yes. No, 7 minus 2. Oh yeah, 7 total. So 7 minus 2 is 5. So that takes him out. All right. So yeah, I'm still doing good now. So I'm at 0 hit protection. A scar is triggered again. So I come out of this as someone needing serious therapy. But now with one swift stroke, I managed to decapitate this undead wizard, and his bony skull it flies out of his hood and against the wall, and he crumbles into a pile of dead and lifeless bone. All right, so I once again take a moment to reflect on the experience. And now I got to trigger my advancement roll, 2d8. Anything above 9 is good. It's an 8, no, so my hit protection does not increase. I stay at 9 points of hit protection. So no advancement there. Okay, so now I take the skull and I search the body. Maybe he's got some sort of chain amulet or whatever that I can identify him with. I also take the tomb and put it in my backpack to give it to the elves. Maybe they can do something with it and as some form of proof that I defeated this guy. And so I take the skull, I take some sort of chain amulet. I assume he's got something like this, probably an amulet on a chain. And I backtrack my progress to finally leave the complex. And at this point, I will end this session while I get ready for our evening celebrations to celebrate the new year. So once again, thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next year. Bye-bye.